Thanks to Greg at Egosoft for providing me with keys to the Split Vendetta, Cradle of Humanity, Tides of Avarice, Kingdom End, and Timelines expansions. Space. It's still pretty big, but I've seen most of it. These are the continuing voyages of Captain Sokka. I built an empire around my homeworld of Argon Prime and became the destroyer of Xenon. Thanks to an experiment from Bozo Ta, I found myself in a galaxy far, far away. I had to use what little Xenon technology I found to come back home. And while I'll miss the Star Destroyers, nothing beats coming back. I'm ready for whatever challenge lies before me. This is X4, a roleplay series. And welcome back, everyone. You find us here on the bridge of our Envoy, and we have some diplomacy research to do. Miss Slammer, if you please, let's go ahead and get to our research HQ, located way out here in Memory of Prophet 9. We'll get with Bozo, see exactly what we are needed to bring to the station, and if we need to, the Hong is available to do some cargo runs for us. I don't see the Hong. It's in this battle group somewhere with all those Asgards and Sens and all that good stuff. So I will see you at our HQ. Goodbye, shipyard, and we'll see exactly what Bozo needs for this research.
Entering system.
So I heard the Trinity were striking out against the regular players, but they're also enemies with the Ministry of Finance, the Talati, the Terrans, and the Vigor Syndicate. Once we get a diplomatic table around here, we might be able to convince them to make nice. We will see. But we're just pulling up now to our headquarters. We'll stop by and see what Bozo needs. And as I'm still getting familiar with the ship, I was going to say, how does one get off the ship? But luckily, it seems to be pretty straightforward here.
Envoy.
We'll head to the Research HQ. And where does this drop us out at? All right. Oh, perfect. Landing bay here. Let's go see Bozo. All right, Bozo, I have a job for you. Looking at our research, there is our diplomacy network.
There are certain requirements for me to start that research.
So we need 87 more advanced components and 34 more advanced electronics. I think we can swing that.
If you could, please gather the required materials.
Will do, Bozo. All right, energy cells, of course, are spoken for quite well. Let's see where we can find some advanced composites. All right, so the cheapest advanced composites is up here in Wretched Skies. Let's see. Oh, Hong, we're going to need 88 of those. We'll go ahead and confirm that. Hong will be on the way. Oh, and also in Wretched Skies, there's cheap advanced electronics as well. Cool. So 35 advanced electronics there, and then the Hong can swing on by and drop off these components. And while the Hong is doing that, we'll go ahead and teleport on over to the shipyard. Hello, Miss Polar. We'd like to buy some blueprints, please. So the ship blueprint for a medium. So 12 million for the Envoy blueprint. We'll take that. As far as the equipment is concerned, it used this medium-heavy scalar aperture emitter. So we'll go ahead and buy one of those. For the turrets, it also used the medium scalar aperture turret. We'll go ahead and buy that. There is our medium Envoy shield generators for 733. Argon Envoy engine medium Mark IIs for 5.7. Yeah, and luckily the Envoy did not use anything different as far as thrusters were concerned. So 23 million to get some blueprints up for the Envoy. We'll confirm that. And just for shiggles, if we wanted to try to build a medium Envoy. All right, there we go. So there is our Envoy engine Mark IIs we can put on. As far as thrusters, combat Mark IIIs, shield generators, we have our Envoy shields up to 20. Weapons, there were the, so probably in the medium too. Yeah, the heavy scalar aperture. With 2 Mark II pulse lasers, we could fit those. As far as turrets, we have the scalar aperture Mark Is, and then basic software, crew countermeasures, so we can indeed make a complete Envoy. We just need 973 hull parts to produce one. We'll let those orders come in and see if any other factions want to purchase said Envoy. And because I know once we get this research done, we're going to need to build a brand new room, let's go with the Tonka. See exactly where the Tonka is in the grand scheme of things. So Tonka's over there at the scrap processing factory in Circle of Deceit. Holy crap, way out of the way. So good thing we saw this now. Hey, Tonka, if you please go ahead and fly and wait at Sokka's Research HQ. All right, so Tonka can head south through Pioneer Space over to Sanctum Verge, which we've claimed with an independent trade port, heading through Tempting Fumes, and then through Cardinal's Domain up through Paranid Space, on around, whoa, crap, and then back to Memory of Prophet. Got it. Mercury Vanguard's been destroyed in the void, so do we have, so possibly, yeah, so they were destroyed over there. Tell you what we'll do. We have the Shark Group keeping this unknown Xenon ship at bay. So part of me wants to pull the Shark Group over into the void so that we can stop that going forward. We'll need to refit the shipyard, as that was a shipyard trader. So your goal is to protect a position, protect right around there by the gate, a full 40-kilometer radius, and then we'll pull it over there. So Shark Group, go ahead and move out. And now that the Shark is moving out with its battle group and not actively engaging that ship, we're here at Fort Victory, we'll see what this thing does. If it warps away or if it just kind of hangs out here, or does it rebuild strength, we'll be able to see that from the comfort of our own station. Getting off a few pot shots as our last Asgard heads out, leaving the CPU ship to its own devices. So we'll see if this becomes a fixture or if this is going to be something that just goes away. Oh, snack. Shark Group, go ahead and attack that Xenon wharf. It looks like they're trying to build something here. So that's one thing about the Xenon, is they're trying to put down little pieces of stations, but no builders are able to come, anything of that nature. Meanwhile, the Hong has the advanced composites and advanced electronics needed for the order coming back through Heretic's End, through Morningstar, Hatikva's Choice, then Silent Witness, and then, yeah, down through 18 billion, and then on over to Memory of Prophet. We'll see if anyone has brought any of those components. No, so it's up to the Hong to deliver everything that we need here. But once the Hong does drop that off, it'll be a 12-minute wait for Bozo to do that research. Let's also go ahead and spend some money here. Let's see if we have enough to build a new medium trading ship for the hull part factory. Yeah, looks like it indeed. And the mothership is indeed healing very slowly on that hull, 22% from 20. I'm not sure exactly what'll happen once it gets 100%. Fort Victory is here loaded for bear, just in case this thing decides to come on over. It is awful close. Wouldn't take much to get into guns range. Astrid, rescue people in range if we please. This thing is pretty quick. As far as speed goes, I'm pretty sure Miss Mallard can get there quickly. Yeah, looking at crew, we have plenty of crew capacity. We have 2 specialist crew on board, so the quicker we can get to them, the better. And while we're heading to the Void, the Hong is about to pull up to Sokka Suite Research HQ. Make sure that no one has brought anything additional. Good. So yeah, Bozo can get that research kicked off once the Hong gets docked up. Right here at the Void, so we should be able to rescue our crew. They still have plenty of oxygen left. We just need to navigate through here, find out where our husk of our ship went, and get these folks aboard. All right, Hong docking up now. Research HQ, we should see in our logical overview the research components going in. All right, advanced composites in. Advanced electronics to follow shortly after. Awesome, there we go. Research ongoing. So 11 minutes, 50 seconds for Bozo to figure that out. And meanwhile, we have Looks like 4 spacesuits we're picking up here. All right, good deal. All right, Miss Mellard is picking up right where she left off, delivering those goods for the research HQ. We have an idle trader that was going to be needed at the hull parts, I believe. Yeah, socket suite hull parts, so trade for Commander Beta. Fort Victory needed cargo drone okay. So we need 5,500 smart chips. All right. Hey, Hong. And luckily, the Antigone have one pretty much right by. Buy 50-50 smart chips and then go ahead and deliver that to Fort Victory, if you please. And that will take care of that restock. We also need cargo drones and a subordinate for the Circle of Deceit scrap processing factory, so our brand new junkyard.
Awaiting orders.
Hey, the Tonka got here just as we were pulling up, and that Mercury Vanguard is made. All the way, it's down here, big old long haul. Trade for Commander Beta. All right, so just cargo drones at Fort Victory, which the Hong is attending. Then we have cargo drones at Circle of Deceit. So our junkyard. Oh, yeah, so we even need to set drones. So let's do 25 cargo drones. We'll do, let's say 30 defense drones and then the rest in repair drones. And now that we have a trader, they can go ahead and find those smart chips and drone components, I hope, with Circle of Deceit being a few jumps away from Pioneer Space and Terran Space. Who is the manager of Circle of Deceit, by the by? So a 2.5-star manager, so 2 jumps from Brennan's Triumph into Neptune. Logistics dock and some medical supplies, micro lattice. We should be okay, we'll see. And then 2 jumps into Pioneer Space will take us from Brennan's Triumph into Gaian Prophecy. Not all the way to Sagaris, but hopefully they have some traders coming by that will see that. And about a minute for our diplomacy network, and then we'll have to see what we're going to need to build this thing. It may be one of those things that we'll tell the Astrid to, since the Astrid can frickin' scoot, we can tell the Astrid to pick up stuff for the build storage. Luckily, the Tonka is here and waiting, so Miss Bro can begin construction as soon as we get a plot for it. Hey, Bozo, you about done?
Splendid! You have now completed all required research and obtained the necessary certifications to engage in diplomatic affairs at the embassy. I look forward to your contributions to interstellar relations. I hope this finds you well. With your newly acquired expertise, you may now invite diplomats from friendly factions to your headquarters.
All right, diplomatic invitation. Invite a diplomat. Undock, and where are we heading? So we're heading up to Profit Center Alpha. So are we not building a diplomatic place here on our headquarters? It's not a welfare module. There's our crosses, processing, scrap. All right, defense modules. None of those. All right, no dock, no welfare, no habitat. All right, storage, building, production. Yeah, it's not a production. All right, to the Envoy then. And I guess we are going to go invite a diplomat. And it'll be certainly nice to arrive in our diplomatic
Envoy.
ship. To the bridge, please. All right, Miss Slammer, our goal is to fly into Profit Center Alpha way in the back there.
Can I help?
Yep, go ahead. And part of me hopes that we don't have to dock. We might have to fly right next to the ship and dock in our spacesuit if this thing that we're flying to doesn't have a medium landing bay. Or hopefully we can just comms them from here.
Envoy.
A Xenon ship up to 26% just chilling, but the Hong should be on the way. Holy crap, the Hong is quite a bit away right there. Yep. So Hong is on the way. That will restock their drones. Once we get the notification that that's done.
Entering system right White promise.
Then we'll look at what the other stations need to restock their cargo drones. All right, dock at the Ministry equipment dock. Oh, so the Ministry built something up here then? Or are we tracking multiple things? All right, hold on. Mission manager. All right, invite a diplomat from the Ministry of Finance. And it says dock at an equipment dock, so okay. So they built an equipment dock back here that we haven't even seen yet. And yep, once indeed, the Trinity and the Ministry going ham. That might be something we have to fix. Yeah, Ministry Smart Chip Factory and equipment dock, go ahead and dock and wait. You know, for being fairly new, the Ministry seems to have its ducks in a row. And this may be one of those things where we are going to go get our diplomats one by one, which would be a good, cutting point. We pick up this Ministry ambassador and then spend next time going to all of our allies, and we have quite a few, getting those diplomats. All right, we have arrived. Our next goal, invite a diplomat, whatever that means. They're gonna be here on the equipment dock, but I'm not sure where. And I don't know if this diplomat will be like, hey, Dal, I don't know if this diplomat will be like, hey, we need a room to chill in. You can't just go inviting people without a place for me to sit. All right, so they are at the representative's office for the Ministry. So how does one get a diplomat? I would take a seat, but...
It's good to see you, friend.
All right, diplomacy. I would like to invite a diplomat to my headquarters, please.
Relaying message.
The Ministry of Finance has accepted your invite. I will make my way as soon as I have finished the last of my auditing duties.
Good profit to you.
Diplomats are authorized by their governments to ratify blueprint sales. They may
Gotcha.
also organize promotional ceremonies on behalf of their factions. This means you would be climbing the ladder. Good faith preparation is, of course, anticipated. Should relations deteriorate, foreign diplomats may be recalled.
Of course. All right, diplomatic invitation complete. So we have Ministry.
I have just been received by your embassy staff, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Oh, so he's already on. We don't need to build a thing. All right, Miss Slammer, what we'll do to end today's episode is we are going to pay a visit to our new ambassador at our headquarters. And then if we have to fly to all of our faction representatives, we have Alliance of the Word, the Antigone, the Argon, the Court of Curbs, the Free Families, the Hatikva. We've got the Ministry of Finance now. We have the Boron, the Quedanauts, the Realm, or the Trinity, the Patriarch, Riptide Rakers, Pioneers, Talati, Terrans, and bigger syndicates that we can probably invite. And then unreceptive factions, the Pontifex and the God Realm, even though we're allies, they may not join us with them being down here. We'll have to see. Because I'm guessing that was just sort of a, Bozo is helping us see what we need to do. Go to a faction representative, request an ambassador, and then have them come. So that will keep us busy next time for sure. Aha. So looking at our shipyard in ships in construction, 3 minutes from a Talati representative envoy and a Pioneer representative envoy. So we are making some good money there, with some extra fighters being made by the Argon and Antigone as well.
Hey, partner. Now that you've dipped your toe into foreign affairs, you may wish to consider hiring specially trained agents who offer their services at major stations. Naturally, after all this time in the business, I have come to rely on a few trusted providers. One of them has recently reached out to me, and I'd like to recommend their services.
Gotcha. And Miss Mellard, dropping in with the Astrid. So, that's a good stopping point, I think. We'll just see. Do we have a diplomacy room? There's our embassy. Travel to. All right. So here we are. Ooh. diplomats from friendly factions that you have invited will congregate here. Like faction representatives, they can perform promotion ceremonies and offer blueprints for sale. All right, and here is our ministry, Gentilios Ganatos Ugalerius VI. Cool. So we got live streams, blueprints, and licenses from the Ministry of Finance. So how many chairs do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ministry. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, and then how many factions do we know? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not coming. 5, 6, yep, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We could pretty much fill up this place, I believe, but that is something we will do next time, everyone. So we may invite all of our friends to our embassy to start the next chapter, and then we will do Dal's negotiations and espionage branch to see what kind of agents we can hire and see if we can make some nice. But that will happen next time, everyone. See you then.